Not right now, and you better be thankful that you're even holding those tag.
WWE fans, get ready because we're about to dive into a backstage moment so loaded with tension, it's already sparking conversation across the internet. You're going to want to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell because this story is filled with drama, betrayal, and some serious mind games. This week on SmackDown, the WWE Universe witnessed an unforgettable moment involving three of the most electrifying superstars in the women's division: Jade Cargill, Liv Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez. Jade's journey has been an emotional roller coaster, and it all came to a head during her interview with Kathy Kelly on March 14th, 2025, where the intensity reached a boiling point. Setting the stage, Jade Cargill's triumphs and struggles. Before we jump into the chaos that unfolded this week, let's rewind a bit and understand just how we got here. Jade Cargill stormed into WWE in 2023, bringing with her the kind of raw power and presence that immediately turned heads. She joined forces with Bianca Belair and Naomi to form a powerhouse trio that quickly captured the Women's Tag Team Championship in May 2024. They were unstoppable, a true force to be reckoned with. Jade's athleticism, Bianca's unmatched strength, and Naomi's electrifying personality made them the team to beat. However, everything changed on November 22, 2024, when Jade was found backstage, battered and bruised on a car hood. The attack was vicious, and for months, fans speculated about who was responsible. The mystery surrounding her injury dominated conversations, with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, who were seen near the scene that night, coming under suspicion. Jade's absence left a gaping hole in the division, but Bianca and Naomi held the fort, defending their titles until February 2025, when Liv and Raquel dethroned them. The drama escalated quickly when, on March 7, 2025, Naomi dropped the bombshell that she was the one who attacked Jade back in November. The WWE Universe was left in shock as Naomi confessed her actions out of jealousy, leading to a stunning betrayal. Jade made her return at the Elimination Chamber, and in a fiery exchange, she laid Naomi out in retribution. The wheels of vengeance were set in motion, and it was clear that Jade wasn't going to back down. This week, she had her moment to speak out, but Liv and Raquel had other plans. The March 14th SmackDown interview. Jade's moment turns into chaos. March 14th, 2025, was a day WWE fans won't forget anytime soon. SmackDown's backstage area was buzzing, but the spotlight was on Kathy Kelly, who was about to interview Jade Cargill. After weeks of silence and emotional turmoil, Jade was finally ready to address the situation. She sat down with Kathy, her body language tense, her voice shaky, and the weight of everything she had endured evident in her eyes. Kathy began softly, asking Jade how she knew Naomi was the one who attacked her. Jade took a moment, her voice cracking as she recalled the painful memory. "I was jumped from behind, thrown on that car. As I was blacking out, I saw her, Naomi, running away," Jade said, her eyes welling up with tears. The camera zoomed in, capturing the raw emotion in her voice. "She didn't just hurt me. She broke my trust," Jade added, visibly shaken by the memory. As Kathy continued to probe, Jade explained that the attack wasn't just physical. It shattered her belief in her once closest friends. "We were a unit," Jade continued, her voice breaking. "Me, Bianca, Naomi, the big three. I didn't want to believe it was her. I thought maybe I imagined it. Maybe it was someone else. But when Bianca teamed with her and kept those titles like nothing happened, that's when it hit me. She didn't care." Jade's pain was palpable as she spoke, and for a moment, it seemed like the interview would give the WWE Universe the closure they had been waiting for. But then, as if on cue, the atmosphere shifted. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, who had been enjoying their reign as Women's Tag Team Champions since February, stormed into the room, interrupting Jade's emotional moment. Liv and Raquel's taunts, a calculated move. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez were clearly not interested in offering Jade any sympathy. In fact, they seemed to relish in her vulnerability. Liv, with her signature smirk, wasted no time in mocking Jade, saying, "Oh, Jade crying over Naomi? Spare us the tears. You're embarrassing yourself." Raquel added, "Yeah, while you were out playing victim, we were winning these," as she slapped the women's tag team title over her shoulder, a move that seemed designed to antagonize Jade further. Jade, her fists clenched, wasn't having any of it. "This isn't the time," she snapped, clearly trying to keep her composure. "You're lucky you even have those belts." The tension in the room was thick, with Kathy Kelly looking visibly caught off guard by the turn of events. But it didn't end there. Liv, ever the instigator, taunted Jade further, saying, "Lucky we're champs. You're just a has-been." The emotional wound Liv and Raquel had just reopened was evident on Jade's face. Her anger boiled over, and in a split second, she challenged Liv to a match next week. "If I wasn't attacked, those titles would still be mine and Bianca's. You're living on borrowed time," Jade shot back. Liv, ever the confident heel, grinned and accepted, saying, "You're on, big girl, but try not to get dropped on any cars between now and then." The jab was a direct reference to the attack that had sidelined Jade for months, and it stung. The psychological warfare was in full effect, with Liv using Jade's trauma to get under her skin. Raquel, meanwhile, remained silent, letting her imposing physical presence speak for itself. The two women left, their victory in the verbal sparring match apparent, leaving Jade to seethe with anger and frustration. Jade's motivation: respect, redemption, and a shot at the belts. So why did Liv and Raquel decide to interrupt Jade's interview? The answer is simple: strategy. Since winning the Women's Tag Team Championship, Liv and Raquel have been playing mind games, trying to keep Jade off balance before she could challenge for those belts. They knew exactly what they were doing when they barged in during Jade's emotional moment. By mocking her pain and referencing the car attack, they were digging into Jade's trauma, hoping to rattle her before their match next week. But Jade isn't someone who will back down from a fight. If anything, this only fuels her fire. Jade isn't just fighting for the tag team titles. She's fighting for respect. She's fighting for redemption. And above all, she's fighting to prove that she is still one of the most dominant forces in WWE. What's next? Jade versus Liv Morgan, a match for the ages. Next week, March 21st, 2025, will feature one of the most anticipated matches in recent memory. Jade Cargill versus Liv Morgan. Both women bring unique qualities to the table that will make this showdown one for the ages. Jade, standing at 6 feet tall with unmatched strength, will be a formidable opponent. Her jaded finisher, a glam slam, has flattened many opponents in the past, and she's got the power to back it up. Liv, on the other hand, may be smaller at 5 feet 3 inches, but she's quick, cunning, and no stranger to dirty tricks. Her Oblivion finisher can catch even the most prepared opponents off guard, and she'll likely use her speed and agility to keep Jade on her toes. There are several possible outcomes to this match. In Scenario 1, Jade wins clean, using her power to slam Liv with her jaded finisher for the win. This would be a huge statement that Jade is back and ready to take on anyone, even the reigning tag team champions. In Scenario 2, however, Liv cheats, possibly with Raquel's help. A distraction or a trip could lead to Jade's defeat, which would fuel the tension between the two women and set the stage for an even bigger feud. Conclusion: a story of pride, pain, and power. As we look ahead to next week's showdown, it's clear that this feud is about much more than just the Women's Tag Team Championship. It's about pride, pain, and power. Jade Cargill isn't just fighting to reclaim what was taken from her. She's fighting to prove that she deserves to be at the top of the division. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez may have the titles for now, but Jade is coming for them. The WWE Universe is buzzing, and it's safe to say that whatever happens next, it's going to be a match for the history books. What are your predictions for the match? Will Jade take the win and set her sights on the titles? Or will Liv and Raquel's mind games prove too much? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more WWE updates.